name's Owen, and I'm the Dungeon Master of our Return of the Giants 5th edition homebrew campaign.
Hi, I'm Ali. I'm playing Lyra, the Eladrin Spore Druid, and she is just a little bit obsessed with mushrooms.
Hi, my name's Simon. I'm playing the character of Ember. I'm a wildfire druid who's on a quest to be the very best there ever was.
Hi, I'm Dave, and I play Harry Harrington, the Harrengon, the roguish merchant with the heart of gold.
My name is Christian. I'm playing Bartholomew, the romantic dancing Owlin, Paladin of devotion.
Hi, my name is Matt, and I'll be playing Niles Silverwind, the Owlin, Way of the Sympathy Monk.
Hey guys, I'm Jared. I play the character of Threign, the boisterous frost giant, the Goliath, path of the giant Barbarian.
Hello there, lovely listener. This is just a warning to let you know that this episode of Return of the Giants may contain adult language or adult themes. Hello. Welcome back, one and all. It is lovely to see all of your gorgeous faces once again. Welcome back to the Lost Archives. We are here playing Return of the Giants, the premier homebrew D&D adventure. We have everyone here tonight. We've got a very, very fun episode in mind for you. Obviously, last session we left off as we arrived at the Flesh Sculptor's Domain, one of my favorite NPCs to play as. So I won't keep us too long with announcements on the side. Super quick announcements. Hopetown, which is that game that has a couple of the devs from Zaum, the people who made Disco Elysium, as well as a number of other developers from other games. They've recruited, I believe, a composer for The Witcher, who's going to come in and do some of the music for it. And they've got, obviously, Lenville, the voice who did the narration for Disco Elysium, as the narrator for Hopetown. Their Kickstarter has just launched, I think, 2 days ago. It was fully funded within 200 minutes. I chucked some money in because I'm really excited to play it, and I think it'll be lots and lots of fun. So stay tuned. I'll provide updates as soon as the game's in a state where I think they said they might do like a bit of an early access kind of situation, maybe a bit of an early release. I'll be playing that as soon as physically possible because I'm really excited for it. Looks really, really cool. You play as a reporter investigating these like crimes that have taken place in this mining town after a solar, was it not a solar eclipse? After like a coronal mass ejection has taken out most of the surface technology. So it's really interesting. I'm kind of keen to check it out. Other fun news to share. We are going to have a whole bunch of shorts coming to the channel very, very shortly. I have streamlined the shorts creation from videos. I'm going to get back into it. I know YouTube has really started to prioritize the whole shorts thing for discovery. I gave it a go for a little bit and then I stopped doing it. I'm definitely going to do it again. I've done 6-month analysis of both. It's massively different engagement and access with shorts and impressions. So we will have shorts. To start us off, Dave and Ali, particular favorite of yours, I edited down the wheelsbarrow moments this morning. It will be dropping tomorrow morning on YouTube for everyone to enjoy. If it comes up in your feeds, let me know. I'd be very curious to see how far it travels. But let me know if you like the overlay. I've created a little custom overlay for the shorts to make it look really cool. Yeah, let me know if you like it. Hopefully you do, and hopefully it's really cool. And the last piece of news is for Aloft. I have finished the game, everything that's available in early access. The last episode of Aloft will be dropping very, very shortly, including the Critters and Wonders update. That'll be coming out soon as well. The last video I'm going to record for it is a build in the Red Hills biome, which is this kind of like sandstone biome. And I'll do the adobe structures, which we've not really touched, and show off all of the vivariums, which are really cool for all of the animals that have been added. And I did find both Wonder Islands, and I've recorded what they look like and how hard they were to find. It took me 4 hours to find them. So if you cannot be bothered doing it yourself and you want to just see what they look like, the episode will be there for you. They're pretty cool and I really enjoyed exploring them, but fuck me, that was hard work trying to find them. It was the point in a video game where you're like, I am now just doing this for the achieve. Like I'm not having fun. I am just looking for this to tick it off as a task. But yeah, that'll be coming out very, very shortly. And I think that's the only fun news I have left to share. Any other fun updates or news from... No, everyone looking pretty happy and ready to go. Sweet. Let's do the recap. Oh, we have Simon rejoining us. Simon was away last week, back with us now. So I'll do a full recap to get you back in, Si. You didn't miss too much craziness for Ember. So I'll do a full recap and we'll jump back in. Well, I guess you missed a little bit of craziness at the end, but I'll get you back in. It's all good. So, the Tempest Adventuring Guild, a name now legendary across the lands of Nostea, is taking on the threat posed by the return of the Giants. Lyra, Niles, Harry, Ember, Threign, and newcomer Bartholomew have returned to the surface after an extended expedition through the Underdark, and are now preparing for a journey northward. With Mira currently off in a meeting with the Oxenfurt Council and Lockie organising their catch-up with Sinmari, the team have now had some spare time to explore the city. After engaging the resident Tabaxi blacksmith, Howls Under the Earth, to create some enchanted items, the group checked in with Professor Griswold to get their heartstones examined. With both tasks requiring some time to complete, the group split up, Bart going for a little explore while the rest headed down to the Oceanside docks to get magic tattoos. Using this opportunity, Harry slipped away and headed toward the central merchant bank of Oxenfurt, the secret Thieves Guild headquarters contained within. Reporting to Secret, a tiefling businesswoman and current head of the Oxenfurt chapter of the Thieves Guild, Harry shared the details of his adventures with the Tempest Guild. With the tattoos applied and the team extremely satisfied, Lyra offered Inkspren a position at the Tempest Guild, an offer the mysterious aquatic creature was interested to explore. While Harry accompanied Inkspren on a romantic walk through the gardens on the way back to the Night Hall, the rest of the team headed over to the Unseen University to meet with Professor Celius Grell and inform him of the death of his colleague Davian Hornsorrow. Remembering his friend over a pint of ale, or in Bart's case, a large blue cocktail, the mood soon changed to one of revelry, the escalation in chaos due to Bart's inebriation causing the group to flee back to the Night Hall shortly after. Meeting with Mira, the team spent some time sharing all they had experienced in the Underdark and their concerns regarding Obsidian Foot's Warhammer and the Devil Vice. After discussing plans to deal with the Devil, the conversation quickly turned towards the Eris Theocracy and the need for more information, Mira deciding to engage the Harpers to attempt infiltration of both the Eris Sky Castle and of the Silverwind family. Knowing that Lockie could be a day or two before returning to escort the team to the Storm Giants, the group decided to head south in the morning to Willwood and the Flesh Sculptor hiding there in the hope that the creature could restore Bart's wings. While attempting to catch up on some well-earned sleep, Ember soon found himself experiencing an intense and seemingly prophetic dream in which he watched flames begin to burn away his homeland, mountains erupting and spewing forth an endless stream of dark smoke and burning lava across the land. Rightfully disturbed by this vision, Ember rushed over to the Messenger Guild Tower to seek any news from his home. Bullying a Swan Aarakocra supervisor into giving him both the news he feared, the eruption of a volcano off the coast near his grove, as well as a detailed map of the area, Ember has returned to the guild with his heart heavy. The group reunited in the crisp early morning air to meet their hired airship captain to take them to Willwood. To their surprise, however, the guild had booked a tourist airship, the last-minute nature of their trip somewhat limiting the available options. Following the ship's skipper, an air ganassi called Cumulus, or Luz to her friends, to the small cloud skimmer, the team boarded the older vessel and began their journey south. Chatting to the bubbly ganassi, Harry soon realized she was a member of the Thieves Guild as well, resulting in a moment of suspicion between the two before they agreed not to mess with the others' plans. Arriving at the town of Willwood, the group made their way to the tavern, hoping to locate the Flesh Sculptor. While the others chatted to the innkeeper, Niles spotted a seagull Aarakocra approaching the town with the morning mail and approached to introduce himself. After a polite chat, during which Niles subtly questioned Messenger Bryce, seeking to check for malicious intent, the two parted ways on fairly good terms. We left off last session as the team made their way under the tavern to the lair of the Flesh Sculptor, the earthen walls giving way to burnished steel and glowing crystals. Inside the main chamber, the group passed by rows of large glass cylinders with various creatures floating in green liquid, illuminated from below by soft, almost glowing lighting set into the base of these structures. Passing by a tank containing a Displacer Beast, as well as a still alive Beholder or Gazer, or what's the other one? Beholder, Gazer, and Spectator. Thank you. Yeah, Spectator. The team were definitely left a little on edge, and we left off as you pass through this hallway of tubes and pipes, arriving in an enormous antechamber. The walls slightly curved, creating this almost like bulging effect around the sides at the middle. The roof about 20-30 feet above you, and set into the very center of the room a series of arms, these mechanical arms, some with these clawed fingers, others with these strange apparatus attached to them, set into the very top of this structure. Around the base, an enormous circular table. On it, a number of devices and pieces that make it very hard impossible to know their function from this distance. And as you approach the chamber, a articulated chitinous creature turned towards you, mandibles clicking. "Ah, fleshlings, Welcome, familiar fleshlings. Sample requested. And that is where we left off last session. To paint the picture of the flesh sculptor once again, the figure that stands before you is an enormous insect-like creature standing on two legs covered in thick chitinous plating, 4 arms emerging from this very articulated thorax. You can see this very large triangular shaped head, massive compound eyes on the side, and then 3 sets of 2 eyes up the very center, much smaller. These very sort of soft red jewel-like eyes. Antennae rise from its head, twitching in the air around you, almost seeming to move independently of one another. On its chitinous exoskeleton, you can see various inlays of metal, almost like spiraling patterns, forming these, almost like circuitry-like designs across its chitinous skeleton. And you can see sections where the armor has almost been slightly hollowed out to make room for devices placed within them. As you stand before the flesh sculptor, which is about 5'6", 5'7", it's not super tall. As you stand before it, you watch as it turns its head and looks towards you, Lyra. Welcome back. Body.
Hello again.
Going well?
Going well. No issues at all. Other than some Feywild stuff, but I think that's mostly salt related. How have you been? You've changed locations since I last saw you.
Yes, situation in Dralmethion, not good. Cult arising in power there.
Huh. Still?
Yes, group of elemental people wanting to move me, catch me, study me. No, I study. You can see its mandibles clicking quite angrily as it says this.
You didn't get a chance to study them at all, did you?
Instructed not to take people as samples. But yes, I have one in storage.
Oh.
Genasi?
Yes, but slightly odd. Like fire, but more molten.
Like lava. Did they have a weird stone thing in their hand by any chance?
No stone in hand, but flesh somewhat like stone in places. Many samples taken.
Oh.
That's strange.
You have brought more samples.
Only if they give permission, but
Yes, we will wait.
But we did bring some other stuff. I mean, mostly, and then I think I sort of glance over at Bart just to make sure he's still on board.
You turn Bart's gone. There's just there's an empty cutout outline. Dots where Bart was.
If anything, Bart's eyes will sort of, as the conversation's going, and you look, passive perception, I'll snap in your direction, having been very intently making eye contact with the spectator as I come out of that moment where it was
kill me. Yeah.
And I'll look at you, nervous, confused, and having not paid attention at all to what you were talking about. You just see a bit of dread. Yeah. What? Sorry?
Assuming it's nerves, I just pat you a real big pat on the shoulder. It's oh, come on, Eve, put my body back together. What's the worst that could happen?
Well, I mean, in this case, we're not even asking for a full body reconstruction. We're just after a simple reattachment.
So essentially, Tetak, we're not Tetak. Sorry, I've forgotten his name.
Rizachick.
I thought his name was Inkspren. Oh, no, that's completely different.
Yeah.
So the flesh sculptor has a name. Sorry, what was that?
Harry is offended.
Rizachick. You can ask him. You can go if you ask him. Yeah. I will type it because I will admit this is a name designed for use with mandibles, not fleshling tongues. It is R'_ZICH''TCH.
Yeah, that's a big one.
Essentially,
Bart will step forward and place a sort of hand out. I suppose I need to trust you. You're Lyra's father, after all.
In a way.
Query. What is father? This word not known. Translator not working.
Maker, correct?
I get related to the creation of the body, I guess.
Correct.
In a roundabout kind of way. But the long story short is, our friend lost his wings, but we found them again. But they've been modified. We were wondering if you could potentially restore the function and reattach them to him. We have some very nice samples.
Please. Presenter.
Do I have the wings in the bag of holding?
I think you have the wings in the bag of holding.
Cool. Niles will pull out the wings from the bag of holding.
You watch as the creature scuttles over to you in what can only be described as an exceptionally unsettling way. It moves very quickly. The digitigrade almost backwards facing knees, allowing it to move quite rapidly. And as it does so, it kind of hunches down a little bit. The mandibles leaning out towards you as its arms move into these very like strange shapes. And as it moves very much like, you know those little ants that kind of jutter forwards and kind of jitter a bit as they move? It kind of has this almost like little stop motion effect as it moves forward. And as it gets up in line with you, Niles, it looks right in your eyes, gets very close. You can see these large set of outer mandibles clicking around. Inside are hundreds of tiny little, like almost like tiny little miniature mandibles moving constantly up and down, these little like fibrous kind of structures. Yeah.
This is... I try my best to like not look scared.
I also pat Niles on the back.
You want 4 sets of wings? Can do. As it looks you up and down, Niles holding the wings.
Oh no, not for me.
No.
No, for my friend here. These are his wings.
His wings. And I also push sort of Bart forward. It's like, do you want to show him the spot, Bart?
Yeah, I'll sort of turn around and
shrug off the
with a large thump, sort of take off the main bit of the plate mail and sort of pull, I guess, the leather pauldering.
Here, let me help you.
Can I just say, I find it funny the different reaction from chat. The very first time I introduced the Flesh Sculptor, the reaction was far more, "What the fuck is this, Owen?" There's now thirst.
Just like, yay!
There's thirst. It's more than just yay. It's ooh. What has happened? I feel like the world's a very different place than it was 2 years ago when I first did a year ago when I did the Flesh Sculptor. We're far more. It's good. I like this level of acceptance. It wasn't, was it?
2 or 3, 2.5, something like that.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, cool. Every day we inch closer to death. As the Flesh Sculptor gets right up in your grill, Niles, like right up close, leans forward and like takes the wings off you with the much larger set of arms. The 2 ones that are a bit closer are much smaller. As it takes them off, you watch as it lifts them up and begins to look around. Pretty plumage. Very nice. These have been stuffed.
Well, we were hoping that you could sort that out and reattach to our friend here.
Hard work to replace stuffing with flesh. Much easier to grow new ones. Can even use original feathers if required.
Oh well.
Yeah,
I look at
Bart. Yeah.
What do you think?
I would like them to be as original as can be. I've seen and experienced situations where I have things that give me flights that are different. It wasn't a good experience.
You not want upgrade? You not want crab? We discussed last time. No one want crab. Crab peak evolution.
It's too different from, the starting point. Like, if they were mostly like crabs, they wouldn't mind as much.
Now we will wait. But yes, wings, not hard. You want them attached on back like friend.
Yes, I'm very retro, the old-fashioned way, like my friend.
And you have flesh? There is no flesh on wings, just feathers.
Well, we have some things that we maybe wanted to present to you. Some could be payment, sample payment. Some could be used as the flesh to, make the flesh.
Good. You bring flesh. Good. Many not. Many come. Sometimes have to find other flesh.
Yeah. And then I think, I have completely forgotten what we did originally pack. I know that we had the eggshells as payment, and then we did have, I want to say, some Bahir flesh.
You had a dragon, remember? You'd killed a dragon up on the surface, and, when you guys
That was
came...
originally.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, for this one. Sorry, for this one. Yeah. So you don't have any of the Bahir skin left. You've turned all that into cloaks and into various armor forms. You do have the dragon eggshells, which you know are quite valuable. I believe you were also planning on... I'm not sure if you had a plan for the flesh. I think you were going to try and pay for it rather than bring...
We had the Bahir,
in the brain,
yes,
flesh that was attached to
that's
that.
right. Yeah, and there is still bits of flesh and stuff attached to that. Yeah, that's very true. Yeah.
Yeah, we did have that still.
So, not sure if the flesh that's around this object is enough.
What is this? What is this?
We also thought that you might find the technology interesting as well. I present the Bahir brain interface.
Potentially as part of the payment, maybe.
This is interesting. What? Synaptic transceivers and some sort of neural bridge. Where did you find?
In the Underdark, embedded in a Bahir, it was being controlled, but the technology is familiar to you.
Bahir. Clarify. Bahir.
And you watch as it leans forward to me and swiping through this, you watch as it reaches its hand up, glowing lines begin to shoot out from its fingers, forming this enormous screen, essentially, this enormous glowing illusion in front of you. And you watch it begins flipping through a series of what looks like anatomical diagrams of draconic forms. And as it stops on, the very snake-like form of a Bahir, you watch as it kind of pauses from it and goes,
this creature. Yes?
Big, lots of legs.
Sample not yet acquired.
New one.
Do you also like collecting these anatomical designs, new entities that exist?
We make them. We create from study, yes, and samples.
Would you accept as a form of your payment rather than actual flesh the knowledge of another of these creatures?
Elaborate.
Something I think that probably even you don't have catalogued in here.
Tell us, what have we missed?
Have you heard of the creature known as Shidaridak?
You watch it kind of pauses, reaches down and pulls out a grey slate from a hollowed out section on its thigh, begins flicking through a few things, types a few things, and you watch as these little keypads almost light up, and then it holds up and goes, repeat, please. Translator, not translate.
Shidaridak.
God of the Kuatoa.
Nothing registered. Kuatoa. Kuatoa. They make things with belief. Yeah. This
I feel like this
entity
might
of
be something
belief.
you brought into the world that you haven't encountered before. Something new that it has made.
I have studied many Kuatoa. Museum samples below. Belief interesting, but things not permanent, not of flesh, of mind. Not as interesting. Sorry.
Well, this thing it created was of flesh. It wasn't an imagination.
Transient. They exist while belief, but when you take enough cerebral tissue, they no longer believe.
Unfortunate.
Exactly 37.2% of neural structure can be removed.
Isn't that similar to the amount before they just die?
Yes. Is the same.
I must ask this, Rizitchich. Are all
Close
your kind as...
enough.
I lack the mandibles.
You have beak. Beak is good. Beak is close. This weird lips we do not like.
Oh yes, no. I don't
Weird
either.
and flappy.
Fleshy. But
Fleshy.
I must ask, are others of your kind as interested in flesh as you? Or are you a unique amongst your kind in this endeavor?
All are unique. There are not many. Each one has obsession. Yes, obsession.
Intriguing.
Sorry, just to go back a little bit, the neural interface that we found in this Bahir, is this familiar to you? You've seen this before?
Yes, not same, but similar. This is not quaint. This is interesting. Design is very advanced.
That's what I thought, and that's why I was kind of surprised that we found it, in the Underdark.
Why? There are many advanced beings in Underdark. Mind Flare.
Oh, that's a good point.
Riz, that tablet that you just pulled out.
Do not like Riz.
No, it doesn't say that. He's happy to be called Riz. That's fine. He has got the Riz. It is true.
The tablet that you just pulled out, the catalogue of different entities. I would happily pay in a couple of my feathers if successful. Could you do a search for what would be the best one? Something, an entity known as the Archivist?
Yes. Searching.
Again, you watch as Rizichik, now so that you can see, swipes up on the screen. You watch as, again, this sort of like illusionary version display flies up in front of it, 20 feet wide, as it begins kind of flicking through this enormous screen, flicking through on the tablet. You watch as it flicks through the language around the borders. You watch as the text is these strange, almost like scratch-like symbols, and they seem to move in a spiral-like motion around the outside inwards, forming this like spiral-like pattern as it moves inwards, slowly rotating and shifting. And you watch as Rizichik begins pressing them at this very, very fast rate. It's three-fingered hand pressing on these things extremely quickly. A moment later, you watch as the letters begin to blur and shift. Numerous shapes, creatures, constructs flying before your eyes at a breakneck speed, too quick for the eye to keep track of. And then you watch as the screen goes dark and a single symbol appears in the center.
No record. This thing of flesh?
No, but I was hoping...
no flesh.
Boring. Might have at least learnt about it. Well, here, I'll pluck out like a single feather and a form of payment just for at least taking a second.
No need, unless sample offered.
As in this?
Yes.
Sure, I have no need of it now that it is out of my skin.
You watch as one of the smaller hands darts forwards, grabs the feather off you, and then immediately holds up its hand. You watch as the feather flies up and rotates in position for a few moments as it looks and goes,
analyzing.
And then you watch as on the screen above you, a sequence of these strange, like symbols, numbers, and letters fly together until it forms a very accurate picture of Bart inside this catalogue.
Catalogued. Good.
With or without wings?
With wings. It's going off genetic structure with wings.
I'm going to instantly turn to Harry. Harry, is there any way of separating a small section of metal from your hand?
Look, I don't think that's a good idea.
Because if he can analyze it and create it in its true form, he could find out whatever the hell Figment truly is, maybe, with whatever just happened.
This is true. However, I don't know how I feel. We can talk with Figment about how comfortable I am with him having a copy of Figment's DNA, or even Figment and my combined DNA.
You were trying to find out, what he is, and Figment doesn't know what it is. This might give us information. It created me and my natural state.
But via genetics.
Yes, you speak genetics. Good. You have learned since we last spoke.
And I spent a little bit of time here while I was stuck in the tube.
I thought you were not listening. Good to see you listen.
But who's to say that this metal, it's part of his body making him up. might
I guess
still
it is growing.
Well,
That is a good point.
I didn't even want to give him.
You don't
any
have to,
of my,
I just-
organic stuff because, like, Figment and I have fused pretty. Like, he's part of me, and it would stand to reason that I'm no scientist, but like he might be part of my genetics as well now. Because we wouldn't be able to separate even if we wanted to.
What say? What does sample say? Says metal parts of biology? No. This make no sense. Sample requested.
Do you keep a record of the sample? Is that what happens?
Yes. Would you
Yeah.
prefer not? Can delete after. If boring, we'll delete anyway.
Can I
Figment first, maybe.
Can I first of all insight check?
Oh, that's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea. Yeah. That checks out.
You don't have to, Harry. This was just an idea because I knew that it's something that you and Figment are both seeking. I just wanted to help.
That's an unnatural
that's
20.
Yeah.
Harry, the creature before you is so alien, so different to anything you've seen before, that at first you find it a little bit hard to read. This isn't your usual mark, and you're pretty good at reading people. This is tough. But as you watch and as you listen, you start to realize that there's some similarities between how this creature moves, speaks, its affect, as to how Figment was right before your bond, when Figment was far less emotional, far less animated, when Figment was a bit more construct-like. There's a bit of a similarity there. And as you kind of clue that in and realize, you begin watching its behavior a bit more. When Bart offered the sample, it could barely contain its excitement. You could see the mandibles quivering with anticipation. It was really excited by that.
Yeah.
Every time it's been denied, it's been a bit more disappointed that there's no samples being offered. It seems very dismissive of the concept that you could have metal as part of your genetic code. It is. I mean, you even hear it go,
Quaint. No understanding of things.
like it seems very dismissive of the situation. You don't get the sense it's lying. I mean, when it says it'll delete it if you request, or if it's boring, you get the sense that's probably true.
Unless it's like the super most exciting thing it's ever seen, obviously.
Then, like this creature is clearly some sort of scientist. The way it acts, the way it behaves, it's like an obsessed. It has one goal, and everything it does is in furtherance of that goal. Now, you don't really know what that goal is. Truly, you've got an idea that it involves flesh and biology and cataloging, but like what the goal is hard to say. But yeah, I mean, I will say, Harry, you get the sense that if this is really interesting, it's unlikely that it's going to delete that. It's like asking an academic to like, you've just discovered there's a link between like this herbal tea and curing cancer. It's like, nah, I'll just tie that up and throw it in the bin.
Or like infinite renewable energy source.
I've discovered if I put two batteries together facing each other, they just recharge each other.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's true, by the way. Yeah, it's true. Yeah. As long as you put a bit of like.
Give me a second, Bart. Harry turns and faces the corner.
Little dunce cap on his head.
We take sample from behind? No?
Just hold off.
Must fetch smaller probe. We will wait.
Yes, maybe that's wise.
Harry closes his eyes and reaches out the figment.
There's a momentary pause, and then you watch as your hand glows for a moment, and the illusionary form of Figment rises up, staying close to your chest.
Harry would like to
keep Figment inside.
Necessarily. Okay. Yeah.
Cool. In that case, then, rather than the illusionary form of Figment appearing, instead, as you close your eyes and focus, you find yourself standing again on that lake. This like dark, liquid-like structure stretching out all around you, reflecting yourself perfectly. And as you look down, you again see this full form of Figment, the full bipedal, robotic construct form of Figment that has this kind of rabbit-like features. And as you look down at the reflection, you watch as Figment reaches up and pulls itself free of the reflection standing before you.
How big is Figment?
Same size as you, exactly the same size as you.
Hey, Figment. you have a grasp of what's happening at the moment?
Yes, Harry. I have been listening.
Yeah, well, I didn't want to gatekeep or anything. I'm just concerned that, that it might reveal something that won't be able to take back or hide after it's revealed. I mean, I feel like we are one, so I feel like the metal in my arm might be living, but I also feel like whatever is happened might also be in my body as well. How do you feel about this?
I do not know this creature, this Rizajik. I have no experience with creatures like this. I have nothing in my records. It doesn't seem like it would be communicating with enemies or anyone from what we have heard, and Lyra does seem to trust it, but I would be lying if I said I wasn't afraid of it, Harry. This creature had dangerous creatures kept in stasis. It's admitted to taking parts of another creature's brain piece by piece until it died. This thing thinks differently to how you and I do. It feels differently to how you and I do.
Yeah, that's the vibe I got as well. So you happy if we just don't mention you to this thing at all?
I am not sure. From what I've seen, I don't think it would be interested in me. It seems to be more focused on living things. And while I may be living in here, I am not made of flesh. I am a mind only.
Yeah, I mean, if you were a mind only, my arm wouldn't be metal. So I think there's something here that's going on, because like I feel what you feel and you feel what I feel. So yeah, I'm just gonna say no to them. But yeah, no, I just wanted to check with you, mate, because we're mates, we're friends.
You do what you think is right, Harry. I trust you. I am scared of this because it is unfamiliar to me. I do not understand it. But I was also scared to reveal myself to your friends, and initially, and that has gone very well. So,
well, I mean, like, I wouldn't even introduce you to my friends if we had only just met them as well. It took us a while to learn to trust them, which is that thing that we talked about earlier about trusting your friends. So, you know, I'm not really friends with this Retrovic, which you pronounced exquisitely well.
I just recorded it and played it back.
That's really helpful, actually. So you can record things?
Of course. That is how my memory works.
And you can play it back. Can you play it back with the audio of what you recorded?
Of course.
Through a speaker in my arm?
There is no speaker in your arm, Harry.
Okay, so, but through the voice that you use to communicate with me, you could actually, like, play your recording?
I understand. Not through my projected voice, but in here, if you needed to replay any conversation that you have heard or that I have heard through you, I can play it for you now.
Oh, that's awesome. That's like some sort of archive.
Yes, I acquired it when I absorbed the archivist.
Oh, good to know. Okay,
All knowledge that you gain, I have stored away. Is that not right? Is that not what I should be doing?
What was that? You have what stored away?
All knowledge that you have learnt, or things that you have heard, I have kept secret and stored. Is that not right? I thought that was helpful. In case you would need them later.
Yeah, that's a deeper philosophical question, to be honest. We'll have to come back to that conversation. We'll loop around in a better time. Yeah, I'm fine with it because you have my permission, but I don't know how the others necessarily feel. But anyway, back to the topic of hand, you know, some sort of ever-listening voice, i.e. Google Home. Yeah, so...
I'm sorry, Harry, I don't quite understand.
Hey, what's the temperature today?
Currently 28 degrees, Harry. It's partly cloudy, and it looks like it's going to rain later.
Set an alarm for so we I just wanted to check in with you, mate. So that's good. Anything else you want to say, or you're right if I go back to the room?
I trust you, Harry, and like we spoke, I trust our friends as well. If you think this is right, and if they trust this being, maybe we should ask more questions. If it does have this information, what would it use it for? Where would it store it? Who else would have access to it? If the answer is no one, and the information is just for it, then I am less concerned.
Yeah, well, I'm worried about him thinking it's super duper awesomely cool and then attacking us to take more samples, such as all of us.
Lyra seems not very afraid of this creature, though. She said that if you refused, it would respect that.
Yeah, look, there are friends, but I don't necessarily trust their survival instincts. I don't even trust my own survival instincts, to be honest. But yeah, this thing's giving me like the heebie-jeebies and red flags. So I'm going to go here and probably say, let's just not.
I'm unfamiliar with heebie-jeebies, but I feel them also.
Yeah, right. It's like you have cold metal down the back of your spine when the rest of your metal is warm.
I always have cold metal down the back of my spine, Harry.
But is the rest of your body warm? Or your whole body?
No.
Huh. Okay. Well, good chat. I'll catch you later.
Goodbye,
Harry opens his eyes, turns around, and approaches the group. No, look, it's all right, guys.
While you're in your little point, I'll see what the rest of the group are doing, Harry. We'll see what the rest, because it's a conversation that happens in almost real time. You watch as Harry turns around, faces the wall, and then stops moving for like 5 minutes. Or he throws his head back and floats into the air while like metal begins to swirl around him like Magneto.
Eyes roll to the back of his head.
That's completely normal.
He just drops to the ground, has like a little bunny seizure for 5 minutes. Ember, Bart, Lyra, Niles. The four of you stand in front of Rizachik. Now you watch as it kind of looks over at Harry and looks back at you lot. You say you have payment for wings. What you bring? What bring?
Well, we've got the flesh that's attached to this brain link thing.
Not quite enough flesh to use, but I will trade, keep flesh, and provide flesh of own.
One of the dragon egg shells, like just to see like if he goes like more, or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, you bring eggshell, dragon eggshell, chromatic, green. Very nice. No sample yet. Sample. No. Payment. Accepted. You have more? One shell for one wing? You have more?
You drive a hard bargain.
More. Was not sure.
What if I was to give you a sample?
Sample of bird. Sample already acquired. But you have different sample? How are you different?
We are different birds. You understand the concept of species, correct?
Of course. Quaint to think of species. It's so much deeper. But yes, understand.
Ours is like that. I come from one known as an Owlin. He is an Aarakocra.
Nice.
No, I'm an Owlin as well.
Oh, that's right. He is. Fuck. Never mind.
I like. You can try and gaslight though. You can try and
completely. Yeah. Nah, I don't want to.
Well, I am a white Owlin, and he is merely a not white Owlin. Old man Bart saying the inside voice again.
Oh dear. Bart's gonna get cancelled. Oh.
Time for Bart to head to bed now. He's white owl wasted. Listen to him. He's going off.
He saved his life, so I don't think he should be worried with this. How about DNA samples of a dark elf? Have you encountered that before?
Yes. Sample already on file. For male and female. Oh, no. Male and female were different. Yes, already. All elves catalogued. Unless... You watch as he turns towards you, Lyra. 6-month update sample. Requested? Ha.
As part of payment?
Yes.
And go ahead.
Blood, please. How like can gather? You watch as it lifts out from underneath this tiny syringe-like device. It's almost like plunger-like syringe. or do you prefer to fill? And then it pulls out a small bottle. A small bottle, like 10 centimeters tall. It's not like a 6 liter. Just pulls out like a brewer's jug. You fill. A demi-john.
How much are we bloodletting here?
Yeah, are you like offering a syringe, or is it like just the old-fashioned knife on the hand?
He's offering a syringe, so in one hand, this like plunger-like syringe, and then some are untrusting of Rezitic. No. Some like to cut, waste, no need.
You literally made this body. Just go ahead.
True.
The arm.
Thank you. Then it leans forward as you hold out your arm. Markings strange. You color self? This new.
Well,
did Rezitic not give you adequate coloration? Oh, not melanin.
No. It's ink. It's ink from various reagents sort of found around the Nostea, but it grants some interesting abilities.
Interesting. Different, but interesting.
And then, sort of like while he's just sort of like taking the blood and stuff, she's like, while we're, so when we were asking about various things, and like I also like, because I think I offered the hand that has the stone in it. Can I flip the hand over and be like, do you also know what this is by any chance? Like, have you seen it before?
Yes. Good question.
This. You watch as it reaches forward, very gently grasping your hand, Lyra. The feel of its chitin, I mean, you felt its touch once before. The chitin is this very sort of soft, smooth on the underside, very hard and cold on the outside. But the pads underneath its fingers as they grasp your wrist, very firmly but very gently as it guides it closer. You watch as it leans up, touches something on the back of its head, and you watch as a series of lenses slide out of a cavity inside of its skull plate, switching around in front of the eyes and magnifying its view as it leans in and looks at it. You have upgraded.
Well, by surprise, it kind of attached itself in a weird way.
This
Giant
and this,
tech.
As it points to the Behir sample, the large neural. I think you've heard it call it like a neural link now, as it like holds it up and it floats slowly in place, held in place by these like illusionary bonds. This and this, same, but different.
That one's been changed.
This one has been changed.
Wait, they both have?
Yes, design is different to other one I have seen.
Huh.
This is giant tech. Yeah.
Yeah. They're both not giant tech?
No, they are, but this is adapted, changed for your physiology. True size is much bigger. Too big for tiny fleshling hand.
No, it did shrink down. And this is really a long shot. You haven't heard of anything called Entity 417 by any chance?
You watch as it goes very still for a moment, as the lights around it seem to dim ever so slightly. Elaborate. Where did hear?
We're in the stone. So as you know, giant tech, commonly used, they were used as part of memories and dreams and storage, and somehow we all got stuck in the stone, and we were talking to an entity within the stone, and then that entity mentioned this 417, but it never really elaborated past that, and so we've been just trying to figure out what that means, but you've heard it before, though.
Correct.
Where have you heard it before?
Yeah.
Before coming to this world, there are many worlds. Many. Each one has a designation. This is World 417.
This one that we're on now?
Yes, 417. By standard number.
Do you know, is it a particular... is it like a standard name used for those that can traverse worlds, or...?
There are standard numbers in the Astral Sea, a citadel where many scientists, like Rezitic, gather to share information.
Ruzicik has not been there for some time, but last time there, before come to Nostea, 417 warned of danger. Ruzicik not mind. Ruzicik, durable.
So you would say that this 417 then was a scientist like yourself, and he visited the citadel?
No, 417 is the world.
This world is World 417. Planet 417.
The danger, was it the thing that we know as the Dark Hunger, the one that devours?
Your world knows more than it should. You are delving into big things, bigger than little fleshlings. But yes,
I mean,
the Red Star, Dark Hunger, close by. Ruzicik, have enough time for samples, but then, Dark Hunger never come. Sensor show it move away. It get lost, distracted.
To quickly clarify, DM, you said this was 416 Nostea?
417. 417. The planet is Planet 417.
Okay, so
is
we have the same designation as the Dangerous.
No, as the same designation as the entity that was said to have been eliminated.
That's more what I was getting at before. There's an entity 417 and the planet 417. There's two designations for two separate things, potentially.
Sorry, just one last quick one. The Red Star, the Hunger, you said it moved away. It's not coming back. Like, can you currently track it?
Always tracking Hadar. Need to know. Plenty of time to leave before come. But no, not coming. When last checked, sensor should have warned if problem. Check now.
It won't alert it or anything, will it?
No, should not alert. Check now.
Do you know much about the Red Star?
Can I, just before he checks now, sorry, just 1 second, can I do just a quick insight check on that should?
Yes.
Should not.
Yeah, that's fair.
Cool.
I'm ready for this insight check. It's going to be absolutely amazing. I can already tell.
Whoa.
That's a natural 20.
Wow.
Lyra, here's what you know. This creature is familiar with Hadar. It is speaking very flippantly. It is terrified of Hadar. Despite its outward appearance of being really casual, of not really worrying too much, it is terrified of Hadar. And when it speaks of this, it's not coming, I have not checked recently, it's lying. It is absolutely lying to you right now.
Oh shit.
Can I pull him up? Like, just sort of was like, now, come on, Riz. I did spend enough time here with you to sort of pick up on a few things, like when maybe you're not telling the whole story.
Ruzicik, not supposed to interfere too much. Not want to break treaty.
There's been so much things interfering. Come on.
Take a step towards Riz and place a hand on his shoulder. We're here, and I'm going to cast Heroism on him.
Oh, cool.
Making him immune to the frightened condition, hoping that might help in this moment.
That will definitely help. You watch as Ruzicik slowly rises up a little bit, looking a bit more calm, a bit more collected. In this moment, sort of suddenly finding itself getting over this scared kind of state.
Hadar is coming. Giants return. Beacon. Many things see and hear. Suddenly, attention back on this world. Ruzicik planning on staying for maybe 1 more month. Then leave. Back to Astral Citadel. Hadar further away than that. But Ruzicik need to leave. Too much research to risk. Need to check on Astral Citadel.
Sorry, one last thing, you mentioned before, and sorry, I've completely forgotten the thing he just said before that, but he's like, the world, like, we're not supposed to know certain things, like...
We know too much.
Yeah, you mentioned, you've said a lot about experiments and science and learning. This world, the one that you know as 417...
Yes.
Is it an experiment in itself?
No, no. Your world is your world. Well, not your world. It is giant world, 417. But you live here now.
And the beacon that you mentioned.
Not the literal beacon. More metaphorical. When giants return, pulse of magic. Very strong. Stretch out. Sensors overload.
And you watch as it points up to a charred section of the roof where one of those arms has burned away completely.
A chaos. Have to replace when get back to Citadel.
Was it the magic burst itself, or was it the physical presence of the giants being here?
There was block on travel. Yes, planar travel. Magic, not work. When giants return, think of dam. Yes, water. Rush very quickly. Lots of water. Lots of magic. Open the ways again.
If we somehow put the block back, I mean, it was put there in the first place, and assumingly when the giants went away and the block happened, Hadar lost interest, and he turned around and he went away.
Maybe. Hypothesis. Back. Not sure.
Okay.
For those of us that have
terrifying.
Loved ones, Riz, how does one get to this astral citadel? You speak of it like it's a safe place.
It moves. Always moves. So safe from Hadar. Craft needed. Unless you have planar transport. To it. Craft to travel astral sea.
I think Griswold might be able to help us with that.
Griswold. No.
Yes.
Yes.
He is here too.
Oh, you know him?
Too.
Yes. Colleague, Griswold. Met at...
colleague from the Citadel.
We have met there, yes.
Sense.
Oh, I see.
He has other interests. Magic, technology. Rizicik like flesh.
Fair. And so 1 month, you say, is sort of the safe zone before maybe things get a little bit potentially spicy.
That is when Rizicik leave. Rizicik have craft. Room you are in. It is loud when it travels. Must be far away. Or mouths come.
Yeah, okay. Well, that's a lot to think about.
You have more time than this. You probably have, unless you are traveling in loud craft, you probably have 6 to 12 months until Hadar get here. And then, consumed. Yes.
You don't know of a way to stop him by any chance, or, get rid of him? Wishful thinking?
Hadar is hunger, is red star, is all-consuming. No, you cannot stop.
They wouldn't hide from it if they knew how.
Of the entities, well, not entities, you say you have designations for the
planets,
I suppose?
planes, you call them.
Sure. How many of those have been, compromised or eliminated by Hadar? To your estimations, I'm sure you've kept count.
We started counting long after Hadar had already consumed many. There is no estimate accurate enough to understand its hunger. But I can show what we think.
With that, you watch as Rizicik reaches up, pulls across the screen and changes it. You watch as the view shows a spinning globe. You've seen this view before, Lyra. It's the spinning illusionary view of Nostea. And you watch as it begins to zoom out and zoom out. As Nostea shrinks into a tiny pinprick, a sun disappears around it, planets orbiting. You can see the 2 moons around Nostea shrink until the solar system is just one of hundreds. As it zooms out and out and out, you see this massive spiraling galaxy. 4 arms stretching out, but one of the arms, 1 or 2, 3 stars in clusters at various points, has been completely consumed. And from this view, leaning out, you can see what looks like tendrils of darkness reaching out from this spiral arm of the galaxy, moving through, consuming everything in its path. The center, it has moved around the outside of, and it is moving across these It looks like empty spaces in the shape of tentacles across this galaxy.
You mentioned that it was marked, the destruction.
It was estimated. This...
And he watches, he points to a tentacle that has... It looks like it was heading in a direction and has changed back on itself and moved around, forming this very strange, almost like crunched up effect.
Ha! This was where... This us. This Hadar's hunger.
When you say something's marked, though, usually that means it's like being intentionally marked.
Hard to give intention.
Estimated.
Hard to give intention to hunger, but it helps us to think of it as evil. Fleshlings feel better. Destruction with purpose, better than destruction without. Or so I am told.
Well, cool.
That's that's something.
But you are marked with giant tech. That is interesting. Can you access giant technology? Rabbit. Giant technology.
Permission required first.
Permission requested.
And it's at this point, Harry, that you sort of turn back around as Rizicik is looking right at you.
Permission requested.
So that was 1 for 1, or did I finish earlier? And
finished earlier, heard a bit of that. Yeah,
earlier.
Yeah, let's say finish earlier.
I would have liked to sweep up any fur that I might have shed while being here and in the doorway.
Nice. I mean, you probably could just brush your fur a bit and get some. It wouldn't be that hard.
No. As in anything that I might have shed.
Trying to make sure you're not leaving anything behind.
Picking it up. Yeah.
Nice. The good news is, although Harry wouldn't know this, but unless the hair is being plucked and it still has the follicle, you can't get DNA from hair. But Harry wouldn't know this. You don't even know what DNA is.
Really? Dave didn't know that.
You have to have the skin cells. Hair doesn't have enough DNA in it to actually get a profile. You need the skin cells.
So if I shaved my head, it'd be fine. No one could clone me from a shaved head.
But you would be constantly shedding skin cells like you are normally.
Okay. Well, Harry sweeping.
If you were 100% made of hair, you'd be completely safe. If you were covered head to toe in really thick hair like a little wolf man, it'd be much harder to get DNA samples from you.
True. It's no. I think I might give this one a miss, guys.
We will wait.
Wait as long as you want.
We have time.
Just one more question. Sorry. The Feywilds, is that a separate plane still attached to this world, 417, or is it a completely different area? Like, if this Nostea gets devoured, would the Feywilds be still intact, or would they also be gone?
They'd be safe.
Have a way of getting there.
Feywilds are far, very far from Hadar's influence. Hadar cannot consume yet.
And the Hells? The Hells are different again?
Unfortunately.
Okay.
You said yet.
Eventually, Hadar will eat all. It will take time. Rizicik may not even be around to see, and Rizicik has been around for a lot. But eventually, all the lights will go out, and Hadar will be alone.
Yeah, I'm sure he would like that.
Well,
see, feels better to think of it as thinking. Yes.
On a happier note, like if they look back at Bart, it's like
yes, we can fix wings. Eggshells, yes, good payment. Strange neural interface. Neural link. So yes.
Did we end up giving him 2 eggshells or just the 1?
Unless you can try and bargain. Do you want to make a persuasion check?
Well, we were starting to because I thought it was the 1, and then
it was the 1.
There was something else,
and then there was 1 flesh was given by.
You gave a feather, and Lyra gave some blood.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you feel a little prick on your arm, and then the little vial fills up very slightly, and he takes it away. There's no wound.
The 1 eggshell, the blood sample, the feather, is that accompanying?
And the neural interface and the flesh from that.
This is Close. Close.
Do you want to make a persuasion check?
I will, yeah.
As this is happening, I'm gonna look at Ember, who's been a bit quiet. And Niles is just gonna say, "How are you feeling about this orb, Ember? Are you?"
I don't like it in the slightest. I'm very glad that he's not talking to me because we give him any part of me. I'm kind of with Harry.
Large fire giant. Your companion animal. Sample requested. No animal on record.
He's a little bit afraid of needles. He doesn't like this kind of stuff. He's you're not going to get much from him.
Spirit, not flesh.
I did notice though.
Not flesh. Pity.
I couldn't help but notice, Riz, as we approached, you had some sort of projection of the volcanoes on your desk there.
Yes.
Were you watching?
Tracking activity. Need to make sure power not interrupted. Geothermal heat makes power.
Oh, is that how you power this sort of
Yes.
craft?
Keep power from heat. Hard to find sun. Underground.
Oh. Do you know much? Have you been tracking the volcanic activity for long? Do you know?
Yes.
much
Getting
about this?
active. Very active. Many more due to erupt soon.
Oh.
North of here.
you have
North of here. Not close.
Do you have a map of the area? My friend here is from that region.
You are from Mountain of Fire?
I am very close to the Mountains of Fire, and I'm assuming I still have the map that I took from the Messengers Guild, and I've been trying to track them myself. So you're saying there was activity in these areas? Any of these other volcanoes looking like they're going through a similar pattern?
You're holding
for
out the
eruption?
map you got from the Aarakocra Guild, are you not?
Yes, I am.
Yeah. As you hold out the paper, you watch as Rizicik looks at it, goes, paper, quaint, and then runs a hand over it with that grey slate. A moment later, a digital representation of your map rises up in front of it, and you watch as it kind of corrects a few of the mistakes, a few of the things that aren't quite to scale, before looking at the markings.
Yes, this. North of Balmia. And this. Shattered Isle, you call. Yes, these two next. Seismic activity, maybe 2 days? Yes, 2.
Okay. I'm going to turn around to the rest of the group and go hopefully we can get there in 2 days' time if you guys, or in less than, if you guys don't mind heading off after this.
I was talking to Niles about this earlier. We're fine heading straight there.
Oh,
Yes.
Fantastic.
There's 2 different locations though. One south, one north. Do we?
I mean, I my family's from that south section, so I mean, I'd rather go make sure that they're fine. Happy to debate it, but that's probably where I might.
No, I'm definitely down for going, but I'm
Makes
just
sense.
thinking if we go back to the guild first, we can get them to send out a warning, warn everyone that could be related, and then possibly find faster transport than the old, sky skimming ship that we currently have access to. Because that's, it took us how many hours just to get the short amount of distance between, Oxenfurt and here. We wouldn't make it in time.
Will the Air of Decency be back in the city at that time?
I think the Air of Decency has crashed. But that's well, let's sort the wings first, and then we will figure this stuff out. Yep.
Good. Yes, wings sword. You need to wait while I finish.
Yeah.
You are fighters? Explorers? Yeah.
Both.
Maybe you help Rizicik, and Rizicik help you. You have pay. Good. Good. And fair.
25 for your persuasion check, by the way.
Yeah.
Perhaps one favor to help. Some of samples in lower basement have escaped. You help collect while Rizicik make wing.
Can you show on your catalogue what has escaped?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Some things are beyond us, you see.
Oh no, this very good for you. Very good.
You watch as Rizicik flicks through the catalogue and then stops on a person. You can see just a human person clutching onto their clothing, looking terrified, a still image of them in 3 dimensions, slowly rotating around, looking absolutely terrified.
Yes, escaped.
It's a human man, woman. What?
That's not the lava genasi that you were just talking about, were you?
No, there's not enough
No,
to escape.
we'll leave it there. We'll leave it there. Okay. Yeah.
What do you want us to do with this one?
Do we remove them?
It doesn't look
Knockout.
that difficult. Why are you not able to?
Oh, no, is able. Just have not been bothered yet. But if you are here, and while you wait,
No, but are they here willingly?
yes.
That's a. Can I insight?
Don't know again. Be like,
Yeah, you can insight check that.
That's the biggest insight check.
Also, if my previous insight check can also help with...
Oh my god!
You get a
what?
natural 20. You did get a natural 20.
Is it like?
I've got to read on them, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
While we're doing the inside check, Bart would like to just mention, looking at that map that we're holding up at the
Yes.
moment. I don't think that we need to head back. Your island's here, right? And I'm going to point to that little glob, or the island just north of Gobreach. That's
Yeah.
where it's happening, right? The distance between there and what Willwood was in Oxenford is about the same. It took us a couple of hours to get here. It would only take us a couple of hours to get to your home, if I'm doing my geography correct.
That's
We'd
correct.
get there within 2 days, well within even half a day.
Yep, that's 100% correct. You are so close to your home, Ember. You're not that far away from the Ash Grove. The Ash Grove is just a little bit to the west of Lost Alley.
We can still communicate back. Don't we have
A little bit to the east of
ability to
Lost Alley.
send
Sorry.
messages
Yeah,
back to Oxenford?
Yeah, we've got some sending stones to mirror or something, don't we?
Yes,
should
I think one of you
probably-
does. Yeah.
We should let Mira know what's happening.
Yeah.
So we can let them know and be on the way. That way we're not having to
then-
call back.
You know, and then we'll go, we'll help the, because I think Riz may have been getting at, he might have a transport for
He
us,
might
so
do.
it's like,
He might do.
Well,
but, okay, and this thing that's, you know, the escaped sample, what do you want us to do with them?
yes.
Knockout. Return to tube.
Is this a human or
No.
humanoid?
Yes.
What
And-
type of humanoid is it?
A new one. One not studied. Different.
And are they here willingly?
I rolled a 15.
Yes.
Oh, 50?
No.
No.
Ritz, come on. The whole reason why people trust you is because, you know, you ask permission, you don't do things against people's will. I mean, come on, you
But
can't
permission
keep someone
from
here.
demon touched hard. This thing, not truly humanoid. Some sort of. Yes.
Demon touched.
Yes, that is hypothesis. Infernal taint upon it.
Come on, if they come to us and they also ask us for help, you know that we're in a position, right?
Yes, position. To knock out and put in tube.
Riz,
Yes.
you got to understand the hesitance on.
Creature seems like some
We're
human devil hybrid. It's this form you see. It not let me see true form. It block it.
So if we got it to let it, if we got the thing down there to show you its true form, would you then, and it was, you know, peaceful and it wanted to leave, would you let us take it and let it, you know, take it home or something?
Yes.
I don't know. It's like a little lost puppy.
You like sample? You like sample. You can keep sample. If Resetic has all samples, then you can keep donor.
Okay, deal.
All right. Well,
Okay.
It's
Yeah,
not
you know.
friendly.
Okay. Well, you know, if they try and kill us, we'll gradually
maybe
look
not-
it out.
Maybe not to you, Riz, but you have to understand the circumstances. If it's here unwilling, of course it's unfriendly.
But
It's probably
Resetic have
scared.
best face, friendliest face. Ha!
As the mandibles open and you see the tiny little bits start moving inside.
Of course, Riz. But
Design face to make feel at home,
Yes,
at peace.
I would dispute that. Most people on Noste might find that challenging. But we are not like those people.
Fleshlings, yes.
We can cover this. If we do need to liberate this individual, we don't want to be on bad terms with you. You've been more than a good, hospitable host right now. I have the sample of a Fyrav outside that you're more than welcome to have a piece of.
Ooh.
Fey Fox, Fyrav. Yes. Bargain accepted.
As the mandibles click close once again.
You do. So this demon-touched creature, it's not a tiefling at all, is it?
No. Many samples of tiefling on file.
Well, I just wanted to clarify. So this is something different.
Different. Something new.
Okay, well,
something
now,
come since Giant's return. The ways are open.
Where would you like me? Are we going down before or after whatever's occurring?
Follow lights.
You watch as it points up, and you watch as a series of lights begin to flick on the roof, leading down a pathway as a section of the wall opens up to reveal a narrow passageway.
Well, I guess the wings will be ready when we come back.
So we're doing the wings after, just confirming?
Yes, wings take time to grow. You do this while wait. I worry you get bored. Now not bored. Okay. Now fight demon. I mean, subdue.
Okay.
I think I just facepalm. I just start walking.
Yes. I will be back.
Malfunction?
As it looks at you, Ali.
Face take the lead. And just in case it's important, at the first sign of this entity, just in case it does try to surprise us, as it's obviously from the looks of the picture scared, I'm just going to have a where was it here? A divine sense held.
Okay.
Waiting to check that it actually is a fiend.
Yeah, 100%. As you make your way down along the passageway, as you head along, the pathway. Yes, Ali.
Sorry, I was just going to say, I'm assuming there's going to be a door between us, right? Just before there's any chance of us going through the door, there's a few things I want to do first.
Perfect. As you make your way down the corridor, the walls around you, this same burnished metal, the lights on the ceiling above, igniting and going dark behind you at exactly the same rate as you step forward. You watch this one, and then one behind you goes off, leaving this sort of like almost like a hall of light constantly around you. And as you move, this light following you and illuminating your pathway forwards. I mean, you pass by numerous other corridors, all kept completely dark, save for the faint glow of this greenish light coming from down some of them. It is very disconcerting, but after about 2 minutes or so of walking down this corridor, you watch as the lights come to a stop in front of a large door. And a moment later, you watch as this like section of the roof drops down, revealing this strange black lens that looks at you, and then a little illumination, a little illusion of Rzichik emerges from it in like 3 dimensions. This tiny like minor illusion of Rzichik appears, and you watch it turns and goes, you reach door. Open. Yes?
Not yet. Just we want to avoid startling them, if we can.
Press button when ready.
Watches a section of the door moves aside, a little button comes out.
Good luck.
Thanks. Can I knock on the door? Just physically, just knock, and just like sort of yell and just be like, hi. Can you understand us? We're friendly. We want to try and get you out of here.
As you knock on the door, the sound reverberates through the hallway and through the room beyond. It sounds like a large room, and as you knock, you hear the echo from the clanging on metal, and then the sound of something like liquid moving through a vial. And then a moment later, you hear a voice go, "Hello? Who's there?"
Oh, hi. So you're being kept here against your will, right?
Yes. Oh, please, are you here to save me from that terrible creature?
That's cool. We're negotiating with him. The reason why he has you down here is he wants to see what your true form is.
True form? What? I'm just a farmer. It's confused. I don't know what it's talking about.
No, it's all cool. It's all cool. We've got a backup plan for if there is no true form. Can I do an insight check?
Yeah.
That's fair.
How long does this last? 10 minutes. Okay.
Oh no.
Natural one.
Want to.
Yeah, that's fine. 8. Lyra, this poor man has been trapped in here. Rizicik's been experimenting on him, and without consent. You gotta get this man out of here. You gotta get him out of here right now.
Yeah.
He's suffered enough at the hands of this insect. 17, Niles. Something's not right, Niles. The way he's speaking, something doesn't add up. His tone seems too performative. Yeah. He also hasn't asked who you guys are. It's not really just, are you here to help me? Oh great, let me out. Someone's up.
Bart would like to step beside Lyra. Hello. We may be able to do something. Are you directly against the doorway right now? Close to it?
Yes, I was speaking underneath it.
Okay, excellent. Sit tight. Let whatever's about to happen, okay?
What? What are you talking about?
You need to trust us, please.
Are you with that creature? Is this a trick?
No, it's not.
Okay. What would you like to do?
As long as you're not wanting a deception check, I am going to cast Zone of Truth with a 15-foot bubble.
As you cast Zone of Truth?
I don't need to see it. I read it multiple times. It just needs to be within a 15-foot radius, which affects all creatures. I'm putting the zone directly against the wall, so it'll affect us, but it's also going to affect everything on that side.
Yeah, if Harry is within 15 feet, he will resist.
I encourage people to
Every
resist.
time.
I'm going to be like, I fucking everyone of like shaking my head.
Well, we could just take a couple of steps backwards.
Yeah, that works too.
Wisdom saving throw for Zone of Truth to see if it succeeds.
Yes.
Harry would be taking out the back as well.
It's,
so
Charisma saving throw. Even better.
The devil's probably going to be pretty good at, yeah.
No, you would think so, but that's only a 7. I rolled a 2.
Wow.
Now, on a failed save, a creature can't speak a deliberate lie. You know whether or not they've succeeded or failed. It doesn't say straight away that they know. So the very first question is going to be important. You're really a farmer?
Yes.
Okay. We were told differently about you. Where did you come from?
Oh, I was picked up just near Oddwall.
And do you have any relation to the demonic, the devils, stuff like that?
The devils? Why would you ask that?
No. Sorry. We do need a yes or no question. Demonic or devils? Any relation?
Well, yes.
What is that relation?
I've got some blood relation, but a lot of us have got... tieflings are everywhere. A lot of us have blood relation to tieflings.
How old are you? How long have you been here for?
Oh, I've been in Oddwall for, not long at all, only a few months.
Oh, I mean here, in this room.
I've been in here for 3 weeks.
Oh.
And if we let you out, what are your immediate and future plans? Are you gonna hurt anyone?
I just want to get back to farming.
What do you farm?
Different stuff.
We want to help you here.
What exactly?
We need specifics.
Agriculture in nature?
My mother used to farm dandelions.
Yes.
Please trust us.
It's not really legal. I don't want to get in trouble.
Oh no, you won't get in trouble.
Are you farming souls, body parts, people?
What? What is wrong with you people?
Again, we do need a yes or no answer.
I'm not farming body parts. It's disgusting.
What
Or
about
the other stuff.
All right, you cunts. Fair enough then.
You can't get around it.
All right, fine. Come on. I'll make you a deal. You open the door. Let me out. We can forget all about this, yeah?
Your friend Vices by any chance?
Who the fuck's Vice?
Mephistopheles?
If I was a friend of Mephistopheles, do you think I'd be in this fucking cage? The hands of that insect. Get out of here. Not that good. Not that well connected.
The spell. Are you a Cambion?
No. Cambion. No.
You're something new.
Yeah.
Something that came down since the giants.
Yeah. There'll be a lot more of us before too long.
What do you know about the war down in the hells?
Oh, it's not going well. Not going well at all. For anyone, it's all falling apart. You gotta understand, right? Your average devil, like me, crafty little bugger, but gets to work together. That's a tricky task. But demons, you just point. You show 'em where the blood is. They'll be raving and ravening at it. Come on, open the door. Let's have a proper conversation.
Okay, I'm about to open
promise.
the door. One final question.
Yeah.
What's your true name?
True name? Well, I've got a couple. Which one do you want?
The one you consider to be your true name.
I don't. I certainly don't give it out to mortals.
Not sure about this door then, I'm sorry.
Alright, come on. You don't need my true name, you can't even pronounce it.
Try us?
There's a pause. Can you make a persuasion check, please?
Gladly. That is a 21.
Alright. You open this, yeah? That's the deal. We're making a deal right now, and I know you got a zone of truth up, so you can't lie. If I tell you my true name, you'll open the door, yeah?
As I am not under the effects of my own zone of truth, yes.
I got to hear it from a lot of you, don't you worry. I'm not some fucking scrub. It's not my first time dealing with paladins.
And as the rest of everyone is standing 15 feet away from me, I'll look at Lyra and nod.
Yep.
I know there's more. I heard a few of you talking. Come on, let's hear yeses all round, eh? One big happy family.
I don't think Harry or I have talked this whole time. So
No, it's not you two. He did hear Niles talk though.
I like look over at them. Yes, sure.
All right. Owlin.
Okay, excellent.
All right.
I'm standing back away from the door, not making any sudden moves. I just want to get out of here, all right?
I mean, you do know that you could have just shown him your true form and he would have, let you out.
You're such a gullible fool if you believe that. Really, this creature is sadistic, and that's coming from a devil.
He let me out.
Oh, you mustn't have been that interesting. Me, one of a kind for the moment.
I'm going to put a protection from good and evil on myself, drop concentration on the zone of truth, and unwield my weapon looking at the rest of the party. Silently, but just getting that done.
Yeah, I've got Shillelagh and Swampy up, but I'm also preparing Hold Person.
Niles just takes up a defensive position in front of the back with Ember and Harry.
All right.
Harry will go hide.
You can hide behind me. I can spread my wings out.
Perfect. Alrighty. I'm tempted to get everyone to just roll initiative now because it kind of sounds like we're going to be going in a very specific order. So What I might do?
Do
Oh,
you
you
want us
can't
to
click on your
spell you, or-
tokens. Yeah, don't roll
gonna
just yet.
click
Don't roll
up.
just yet. What I'll do, I'll bring us across. Don't worry, because I need you to click on your tokens, so I won't do it
Yep.
here.
Completely fine.
As you get up in position, is anyone doing anything else before you press the button to open the door?
I don't have any other. Actually,
No,
I
just
will.
those three.
Who is up front beside me with Shillelagh? I'm guessing Lyra's shoulder to shoulder.
I might be back a little bit just because I've also got whole person like prepared that I'm gonna just try and hit
So, I mean,
him.
Niles.
the order is probably you, Bart, and then I would assume Lyra is pretty close by, and then I'm in between Lyra and the rest.
Okay, then basically, well, actually, look, when combat starts, you're going to be rushing in anyway.
I'm going to move up. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to look over towards you, take a couple of steps before going back to the front of the party, and I'm going to put a second level spell slot for warding bond on you and me. Usually I put it on Kong Chi, but so you have a +1 to AC saving throw, and you have resistance to all damage.
Fuck, that's so good.
It's not bad, is it?
That's
Alrighty.
really good.
So I'm guessing Bart presses the button.
Yeah.
As you press the button, the door opens, rising up. The room beyond is dark, save for the glow of the green lights of the tubes that sit in place. Immediately to the left and right of the door, you can see two large cylindrical test tubes. Towards the far end, an enormous tube with a dark, hulking shape floating in it. And beside it on either side, two more test tubes, two more enormous containment cylinders. In the very center of the room, right back at the edge where that massive cylindrical chamber is, you can see a figure, the same humanoid figure that you saw before. I'm going to bring you across to a map, and then I will get you to roll initiative.
Oh my goodness.
This is a map brought to us from 2 Minute Tabletop, which is a...
I did zone out for a bit. Is this what the flesh sculptor asked us to do?
Yes.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay, yep.
I'll bring us across the map on the stream as well. There we go. We should be able to see that in a
Can I
moment.
roll a stealth
like?
check for when I said I hid earlier?
For what, sorry? For...
Because I
Oh,
said
yes.
I hid.
Yes. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Christian, why are you so low in your camera? Let me fix that. I can fix that from here. You don't need to do anything. It's all right. I got it, buddy.
Oh.
That's right. You're good. There you go.
I don't know why. I'm sorry.
I
You're
said
just
it's crazy.
slowly sinking into your chair.
Imagine if we still had the hammer with us at this point. That would have been crazy.
That'd be pretty cool.
I wonder if it would effective against it or not.
I'm going to put some music on. Could you all please click on your tokens and then click on roll initiative? I just think we need it, and I'll have some cool music on.
Okay. Sweet.
Let's go. I feel like this one. I'm not going to do escape chase. That is exceptionally loud. This will do. Nah, this is too hopeful. I need darker. I need it to be because this.
That doesn't bode well.
Oh, just because it's a spooky place. This place. Cloak and Dagger.
Yeah.
I think I like this one. Oh no, Age of Mythology. I love this one. This one's really cool. Here we go.
Holy crap.
There we go.
27, bro.
Alrighty.
Wow.
Holy
Harry.
shit. Harry is definitely going to be going first. I just need your initiative, Bart. It hasn't come through. Do you want me to... You did roll it. Didn't click on your token. You
Yeah, I did.
son of a
I had
bitch.
tokens, I did 12.
You
I
son
don't
of a bitch. That's right. I can do it for you. There we go. And I'll just roll for Argrin. I will, as you step into the room and as Argrin stands before you, I'll share a picture of what you observe as Argrin stands there just wearing these very loose, farmhand clothes. You watch as a moment later, Argrin slowly begins to rise up, horns pushing through the skin on its head as the tone changes to this almost grayish blue as Argrin stands there, a big grin on his face. I'll share a picture so that you can see him. There you go. That should come through now. Oh, I did it twice. There you go.
That's not terrifying at all.
It is a little bit, yeah.
Totally normal.
As
Cool guy.
Argrin stands there.
All right. I hold up my end of the bargain. A step aside from the door. Nothing needs to happen.
We lied.
Yeah.
We said we'd
Me
open the door. We
too.
never said we'd let you out.
Yeah. Nah, it's all good. Me too.
And with that,
Uh,
Harry, you are the first to act.
I'm
would you like to use your
Yeah, I'm going to use a line.
way of sympathy?
Way of sympathy. And I'm going to
move Harry's initiative down to yours. Fantastic. I'll mark that off. Great.
No. Hold on. I got to find my lion ability.
Also, just for my own curiosity, not to metagame, but just because I love D&D and all the things that it includes, is this just the art of an Oni, or do Onis not exist in Nostea?
Onis don't exist in Nostea yet. This is the first Oni.
Oh, wow.
That's cool.
No. So I will use it to match, obviously, Harry's initiative. I won't make it so he matches mine, because that would be fair.
And hilarious.
And really funny.
Be very funny for me.
And then I can choose to go first over that. Yeah. So I'm just going to run. I guess I'm going to do what Niles does best. Is it what is the distance from
each square is 5 feet.
Yeah, cool. So
at the moment, you guys are right at the back of the chamber. 25 feet away from you on the left, 25 feet on the right are those two glowing test tubes full of greenish liquid. And then he's about 55, 60 feet away from you.
Okay.
Just before we get into the turns, as it might affect things if we want to protect stuff, are there creatures in these tubes down here?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, cool.
You can see shadowed floating shapes. It's hard to make out what they are unless you get up close.
So where did you ping these ones here? Are you pinging these ones? Sorry, my Roll20 is playing up.
I know all of them, but he was just saying these ones are within 30 feet of us.
Yeah.
The ones closest.
I was just sort of describing the room for the podcast listeners because they don't get the very excellent visual of the map.
So all the pods of people have things in them.
You can see shadowed forms in a number of the pods. The only pods that appear empty to you are the ones immediately on your right-hand side, the one really, really close to you on the right-hand side, and then the two on the left-hand side of the very large tank. Both of those appear empty as well.
And the large tank is...
There's a massive shadowed shape inside of it, almost curled over. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Okay.
I probably use...
I just want to say that this is requested by Christian. He doesn't know that he requested this, but this is Christian said that he really loves combat and D&D, and I was like, great, the new monster manual's out. Let's pick the 3 worst monsters from it and put them in a room. Enjoy. No, I'm kidding.
Wait, 3 worst?
Wait, what? No, I'm kidding. I just thought I'd throw some shade at you.
Yeah, cool. All right, I'm going to use my bonus action, Step of the Wind, to fly basically the full distance to get to him.
Very nice.
Which may or may not be a good thing, but hey, you know what? Niles is doing what Niles does, which is punch things really good. And he's just going to start punching him.
Brilliant. As you begin smashing into it and punching into it, it's make your attack rolls. Make your attack rolls. I'll describe what happens after that.
Sick. Cool. I'm just checking one thing real quick. Yeah. I'm going to see if I hit first of all. So let's roll a dice and see if I can hit it first of all.
Yeah.
That's going to be a 19.
Very nice. 19 does hit.
Great. So I can do... I took the grappler feat and I haven't been able to use it yet. So with the damage, I can also attempt to grapple as well.
Nice. As you slam into the creature with a flurry of blows, Niles, striking true, you know that you've hit spots here. And this creature, whatever it is, this strange humanoid, is just standing there, sort of smiling as you rush up. And as you strike through it, your fist goes right through and comes out the other side. And as you go for another kick, you just pass through once again. You watch as it just stands there looking, he's smiling.
Oh, I'm sorry, bird. You having a problem?
So it looks unaffected by this.
As your hand passes through it, and for a moment you watch as its form kind of splits and dissipates, almost like a bit of a gas before coming back together again.
Your attack's kind of magical, Niles?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This may not be its real form. It might be somewhere in the room.
I mean,
give a worm to the smart bird. What? You think you're the only ones? Oh, you gave me plenty of time to prepare, and I knew you were lying.
If that is the case, Niles looks a bit more concerned. He will then use the remainder of his movement, which I don't know how much that is from where I was. Is that 55?
Yeah.
60 feet. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm going to move back 30 feet towards the party because I can take a free disengage.
Perfect.
Except the wind.
Yeah. You don't need to anyway. As you pass away from this creature, it doesn't make any move to attack you, doesn't make any move to stop you. Are you still sort of like hovering in place, Niles, or are you on the ground, like sort of landing?
I land at the end of the wind. Yeah.
Beautiful. As you land on that spot, you watch as some sort of mechanism triggers. You hear this ka-dunk, and you hear the sound of something spinning, the sound of metal grating on metal. Next to he's had some time to set some shit up in here. Remember, he's escaped a while ago. As you land on the ground, you hear the sound of metal scraping on metal, and then you watch as cracks begin to move across the vial directly towards the left of the rest of the party. As a friend comes and joins the fray, you watch as the glass casing shatters, spilling this green goo all over the floor. Could I please have Simon? Hello, right? You and I have had such a good day. Can you roll for me a d6, please?
Sure can. That is a 2.
As the vial splits and spills open, you watch as this mass of red tentacled flesh spills out from inside, a series of mouths and eyes covering its surface, tentacles moving and warping around it. And as soon as it hits the ground, you watch as it vomits up some of this green goo, and then you hear coming out from inside its mouth as it makes a series of cacophonous noises. We're going to get to what that means for you lot later, but let me bring the gibbering mouther to the...
That's good. These are so...
Gibbering mouther?
Yeah, they're
gibbering
so fucking
mouther.
annoying, bro. They're so annoying.
Hey, Simon rolled the 2. It's all Simon's fault. Sorry, Simon. I'm not even going to do that. You and I had such a day. I'm not going to throw you under the bus. This is all my fault. Yes. Anything else on your turn, Niles? Sounded like you were all done. You don't have to be. You don't have to be. It's only when you ended your movement that the trap triggered. As you hear blah, 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 coming from this creature that's just flopped onto the floor. Harry.
Can I use... I still have an extra attack action.
Yeah.
Can I throw one of my poison... Wait, do I still have a poison dart?
I think you might have one more, yeah.
Oh, wait. No, I know what I'm going to do.
It also... The gibbering mouther makes a... Blah, 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 as it lands on the ground as well. Can I record that as your new ringtone, Simon?
100%.
Yes.
Done.
As I see this new threat that looks very
good news, guys. Chat. We found the limit of chat's thirst. The gibbering mouther was where we stopped. They still liked the Oni, but the gibbering mouther is where we finally reached the point where they're like, nah, that's a bit much.
I tell you
Could
what.
be a line somewhere.
Why do you not like me? Yeah.
I see this thing,
yes,
and I'm like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah.
I don't like it.
No.
I'm gonna reach into my pocket because I've been holding onto this for a little while, and I'm gonna pull out the iron bands of Balara.
Yep.
I'm just gonna be like, nope, I'm not dealing with that. I'm gonna with my second use of my attack, I'm gonna throw that thing at it, and hopefully just
okay.
do it.
Let's pull open the Iron Bands of Balara. Let's read through what happened. Do you want to call them the Iron Bands of Balatro? Is that a more appropriate name
Absolutely,
now?
I love that.
You pull out like a deck of cards.
What's that?
So let me pull it.
Pokeball.
Iron Bands.
Let me display it in VTT.
Yeah, I'll pull it open as well.
Simon, but we got an actual Pokeball as an item.
Yeah,
we do have an actual Pokeball as an item. Yeah.
Wow, love it.
I'll display it in. I've got a picture of it too that I can display as well. Let me just grab that open because it's really cool. I think it's cool to have like the pictures when we can show them.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, let me display the picture. There we go. Found him.
Display the thing.
Here you go. You should see the pop up. It's literally, it looks like an Ultra Ball without the yellow.
Sick.
Yeah.
As you have the rusty iron sphere in your hands, you take a magic action to throw the sphere. You took an action to do your attack. Technically, this is a separate action to throw.
Is this a separate action?
It is. Unfortunately, it's not an attack. It is an action. I'm so sorry.
I'll just hold on to it then.
Hold on to it, yeah. But it's good. It's good that you've got that. That'll come in handy.
Yep.
Harry.
Sure it will.
So you remember how I did the stealth check before? I like to think Harry's like kind of like still out of the room, just taking the rear, right? So like as far back as he can be.
Taking the rear.
He does, yeah. Harry loves at the rear. I have magical dark vision. Can I?
Yes.
Can I see where this Oni fella is?
Could you make me a perception or investigation check, please?
I would like to do perception, please.
Perception's good.
That
10.
is only a 10.
As
with a
you
+7. Classic.
peer into the room, Harry, there's a lot going on inside this room right now. There's a lot of chaos.
Sorry.
The breaking vial, shattering of this green liquid all over the floor. It's hard to make out any real details. You can't see any sign of this creature apart from the figure at the far end of the room standing in front of the tank, which with a 10, you don't understand why Niles didn't hit it. It looks solid. It looks real. It's bizarre.
Okay. Well, that's the case. Harry sees the immediate threat to the party, which is his mouther thing.
A gibbering mouther,
he would
yes.
like a gibbering mouther.
It's what my wife calls me. Yep.
Okay, cool. Harry would like to use a bonus action to cast Hex.
Oh, yes.
On the mouth.
Yes. What would you like to... Oh, sorry. I keep thinking it's Hexblade's Curse. No, sorry. Hex.
Yep. I will use Hex and I'll save Hexblade's Curse.
Yes.
Yeah. It's one of my 2 spell slots.
No, that's absolutely fair. So as you cast Hex, what does your Hex look like again? Have we discussed your Hex? I think we have.
No, not that I recall. I mean, I guess it's like a similar color to what my Eldritch Blast was, or what my current like bolts and rapier looks like when I conjure them. I guess it's like an emerald green with like a black core,
like an overlay guiding your.
That were like viruses.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. It was like, I think because even like cables of like this glowing green, and it kind of because you choose an ability that you also want to hex as well. So did you have an ability in mind that you wanted to hex? I guess it can kind of change. If it's charisma, maybe it wraps around the face. If it's strength, maybe the arms, dexterity, the legs, constitution, the chest, wisdom, the head.
I'm also imagining like network cables where the light like travels through it.
Yeah. Like Ethernet cables rise up and wrap around it.
Yeah, that's 100% it.
And Harry's like, it's a LAN party. Yeah.
I would like
time to have a LAN party.
It is just about to go in the Pokeball, which I'm pretty sure is an athletics.
If you wanted to hex its strength.
Yeah, I'll do dexterity. Athletics, sorry. Ooh,
which is strength. Okay, I'll do dex.
Okay.
I did want to ask, right? Because is there glass in the vial thing behind it?
Yes, the glass is partly shattered, which has let this thing spill out.
Okay, well, I'll do strength.
Yes.
And I would like to use my attack to do... I'm going to try the new weapon abilities, right? So I think it's just part of the attack, right? I want to use push with my heavy crossbow.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure
which is an action, yeah. It's just a weapon. So
just happens as part of it.
If you hit a creature with a heavy crossbow, you can push the creature up to 10 feet straight away from yourself if it's large or smaller.
Very nice.
And I'm going to aim to like push it back onto the glass to try and do extra damage.
Nice, absolutely. Make a ranged attack.
And it's from stealth, right?
Yes, you are stealthed. This thing has not seen you. Despite being covered in eyes, it has not seen you. That's a 9.
That is a 9 to hit. Rolled a 2. There's a 9 hit. Oh, advantage because I'm stealth, right?
Yes, but do you want to know something crazy? The 9 does just hit.
Okay, well...
Gibbering mouthers aren't hard to hit. That's not their ability.
No crit.
12 definitely hits. So we'll take the first damage. We'll take the first damage.
Piercing.
And 7 sneak
and
attack.
7, which had 2 1s in my sneak attack.
That sucks, man. And then it gets pushed back 10 feet.
Yep.
As it is raked over the surface of the glass, could you please roll me 2d4, Harry?
Oh, I would love to roll you 2d4. Owen? Dungeon Master?
You can call me by my name. That's absolutely allowed.
Wow. Smack bang in the middle.
Doesn't feel as sneaky though.
4 damage.
Yeah.
Awesome. Oh, there is one more thing I need you to do for me, Harry. There's one more thing I needed you to do for me. As you started your turn within 20 feet of the gibbering mouther, could you please make me a wisdom saving throw?
Because I mentioned I was outside the room.
Oh, you did. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, you're fine. Yep. You're good. as you push it back 10 feet. Yeah, check it. Everyone's checking their directions now. Everyone's like, what the fuck? How close are we?
There's also one extra
I've never
D6 from Heck, so I'll just roll that as well.
Yes.
I've never gone to the ruler so
So
quickly
that's
in
an
my
extra
life.
3.
Extra 3 damage. Very, very nice.
23 is not bad. 23.
That's not bad at all. As you
pretty
push
good.
it back over the cut glass, you hear it go as it makes these horrific noises once again. My neighbors
And then
must think
Harry's
I'm doing
gonna-
some weird shit in this room.
Definitely.
Yeah.
You said the one in the closest right is empty, so Harry's
It
gonna
appears to
go
be
and
empty,
kind of-
yes.
Harry's gonna kind of like
It appears to be.
sit next to it. Yeah. And he's gonna veer in. I don't know if that costs an action, but
I love being a
I can't-
dungeon
I can't
master.
hide, so.
Yeah.
That's
As you
all I got.
rush up and try and hide behind it, Harry, could you make me a stealth check?
Oh no, I can't actually hide. I use
Oh, you can't because you've run out of touch. But there is one more thing you can
I'm,
do
like,
for me, Harry.
crouching.
As you finish your turn in the seemingly empty, next to the seemingly empty vial, again,
Yes.
you hear that voice call out,
Oh, I wouldn't have gone close to that one if I was you, mate.
and then you
Cool,
hear the
cool,
sound of
cool.
glass cracking. As you turn around, you watch as green liquid begins to leak out of the vial onto the floor next to you, but
Oh no.
there's nothing happens, just green liquid leaks out.
That's after I ended my turn, or as I got
When you
there?
finish your
I still have
movement.
remaining.
Yeah.
Because I still have movement remaining.
Okay, yeah, you can try and move away for sure. Yeah.
You can try.
Um,
try to move away.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Harry will move back here.
As you move away, Harry, you watch as green liquid begins to leak and pool onto the floor next to the broken vial.
Cool. Yep. Beautiful. That's my turn.
Great. Next up in our initiative order. Oh, where's the initiative order gone?
I
Oh,
don't
I've lost
I was going to say, I
That's
thought it was
right.
just me or
That's
not,
right.
but I didn't want to interrupt.
There you go. Ember.
Alrighty.
Kill it with fire?
That's the plan. But seeing Niles go up and try and punch him, and they'll actually notice.
You lucky
his
son of a
hand
bitch, mate. You lucky
I
son
know.
of a bitch. Only because that got pushed back by Dave. If you had started your turn there, I was looking forward to. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, it looks like when Niles flew up to punch the Oni, his hands, I've revealed it is, punched the figure, his hands just went straight through it like it was an illusion.
So
And then he would have seen me like back up like quite
Yeah.
rapidly
Yeah.
after that.
So looking around the room, suspecting that that's actually not him there, can
Yeah.
I notice any kind of signs of movement or a creature like in the back of the room?
Could I grab a perception or investigation check, please? Your choice.
Let's go perception check. That is a 19.
19 is good. Ember, as you look around the room, yeah, there's something clinging to the shadows on the other side, right, like not too far away from where Niles was. That large metal tank just over towards that left-hand side of the room there. You think you see just out of the corner of your eye movement there for just a second.
Okay, so I can't actually see anything in there, but what I'll do is I want to cast Fairy Fire and see if I
Yeah.
can do it in that section, like that little cube there,
Yep.
to see if I can get him lit up like a Christmas tree, hopefully. So,
Oh, fuck yes.
yeah,
Dexterity
so-
saving throw, I believe. DC
it sure is.
16 for you, if I remember.
15.
15.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not rolling well tonight. You watch as
Thank
suddenly
goodness.
lit up like a Christmas tree. All of you see in this moment as he suddenly like begins glowing with this blue-green. Actually, no, for you it'd be like this orange-yellow fire, right? It'd be like almost like proper flames. As flames begin to lick around, you watch as you see the Oni standing there in the side. Sorry, not there. Down over here, hiding behind the thing. And as you look over, you hear him go, "Oh, fuck."
Fantastic. So, is there anything else that lights up around him at all?
No,
by
nothing else
chance?
lights up
No,
around him, just him.
Just him. All right, seeing that, I'm going to move my 30 feet, so 5, 10.
Do you know what my favorite bit is? He now can't turn invisible either because he still lights up with fairy fire.
Yep.
His go-to play was to get you guys in the room, out of the doorway, pop a few tanks so that you're dealing with shit, go invisible and get out of the room. You've very, very successfully prevented that now. That's why you hear him go like, "Oh, fuck."
Love it. And doing that, I mean, I'm pretty sure I can still cast a cantrip as well as a spell.
A spell, yes, that's absolutely
Yeah,
fine to do.
So I'm going to throw a flame at him and see if I can hit him now. So that's a bonus action anyway. So yeah, does a 16 hit?
You have advantage because of fairy fire.
I do too, don't I? Yes. So does a 21 hit.
A 21 definitely hits. Would you like to roll me some damage?
And I would love to roll some damage. That is a 14
fire damage too. Very nice. And because of your flame, even if he was because of your fire adept, what's it called again? I'm trying to remember the name of the
fire adept or something like
that. I think
that.
it is fire adept. Remember, elemental adept, fire. Yeah, you bypass the resistance anyway. So he's not resistant, but if he was, you could bypass it. So yeah, as you watch as the fairy fire flames lick up over his form, he looks down and goes, "Oh fuck!" And then as he looks up, you just hurl a little mote of fire right into his chest. He goes, "Oh fuck!" as he starts trying to like beat the flames off his chest. Anything else on your turn, Ember?
No, I can't summon Flicker because that's action. So yeah, no, that's pretty much it. Movement, action, bonus action, done.
Bartholomew of the Liang clan.
Okay. Holly, how confident are you on passing whatever the fuck that gibbering mouth is about to do to you?
I forgot what roll it was.
We haven't seen the roll yet, but
you have no idea. Yeah.
How confident you feel today?
With the way that I've been rolling, not
Don't
right.
clip that. Don't clip that stream. Don't clip that, please. Don't clip it. No. Okay.
Okay.
I could record a whole bunch of D&D monster noises. The DMs could play on like a soundboard.
No, I might actually
a couple of things out of context.
I'm able to save you.
What would a gelatinous cube sound like?
No, that's okay. I think I have an alternative plan. I'm going to try to start making my way towards the Oni in a roundabout fashion. I'm going to 5, 10, 15, 20, dashing towards the gibbering mouther.
Hey, friendo.
I'm going to bonus action. I wanted to ensure that
as you are coming within 20 feet, I would love one of those wisdom saving throws, please.
No problemo. That's an 8. I'm going to use inspiration.
It's probably smart.
That is a 16 instead.
16 is enough to pass. Despite the cacophony of strange noises and words coming out of this creature's mouth, you are not distracted. Your goal is clear. You are focused on what you need to get done.
Okay, perfect. Claws scratching against the metal. I'm going to sprint towards him, weapons in hand already, and I'm going to try to just slam him with my Odachi, flat side of it to same as I've usually done, trying to move people in combat, as we just saw with Harry as well. Hit the gibbering mouther to push it one more square fully back into the capsule, which should hopefully just put it outside of range for Lyra. So as a part of this attack as well, I'm going to channel divinity my sacred weapon. So it'll add a +4 onto the attack roll, make the damage radiant, and I'll emit 40 feet of light, 20 feet of bright light. So first one's going to come in for a natural 20.
Very nice.
That'll do.
Excellent. I'm not going to Divine Smite with a bonus action here, despite the natural 20, as I am wanting to save those for the Fiend, if possible, and I also have something else for the bonus action this turn. But look, a little bit of extra damage. I don't know if there's a way of pushing him even further, but it'll add more damage on. I will put a Stone Giant Strike on it, which would move him another 10 feet, but I don't think that's possible anyway.
He can't. Yeah, there's a wall there.
Yeah, that's fine. So it's going to be a critical hit for this. Roll as crit damage.
Don't worry about it, because it'll use the normal critical and it'll do it wrong. So normally you roll 2d8. So yeah, does it just, if you just roll it as a normal from D&D Beyond, just roll it as a normal damage attack, and then we'll just add the 2d8 on top of it. That's easiest.
That's right, because we're just doing max. Okay.
We do the better criticals, yeah.
Yeah. Lovely. Anyway, an 8 max on the dice for a 10 so far.
It's not bad at all.
From the giant strike for a 5 on that as well. So we have 11.
18 plus... no, it'd be 10 plus 8. Take it to 18. Plus the 5 plus the 5 again. So that's 28.
Yep. 28 points.
Oh, no, sorry. Plus the 6. So it'd be 29. Because the 5 was a 1 on a 5 on a d6. And then you get the 4 d6 as well. So yeah, sorry, 29.
29 points of radiant and bludgeoning damage. I don't know
And
if there's
then-
any resistances to either of those.
Nah.
And
then it makes...
slam him back.
And it makes a strength save, I think, for the slam back.
Well, he doesn't even. It doesn't matter
Just
because
gets pushed back.
the Odashi has push as well, the same as the heavy crossbow.
Perfect.
So he's going to get pushed no matter what. Strength save. I just wanted more damage with the crit to try to at least wink in him if we need to. But that's going to baseball him back into it as shards of glass are going to smash around him. With 5 feet more of movement, I'm going to connect the distance 1 more square, getting close to him again. And getting closer, hopefully, to the devil if possible, as I still want to make my second attack on him. But actually, I'll do that first. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So second swing, I'm just going to stay put, and I'm going to crack him again
Nice.
for an unnatural 20.
Very nice.
Dealing another
9
9
points
more
of
bludgeoning.
damage. Very nice.
Radiant, 9 more points of radiant, as this one's going to just slam on him and just pounding him in this corner. And
Did you want to push him back, or
on
the diagonal?
Would, but I think he's sort of just stuck in the corner, right? No, I don't want to do that. no.
Yeah, it was worth a try. It was worth a try. I watched Ali's
I'm
face just
trying to
fall
keep him in the
rapidly then.
capsule. Keep him in the capsule. And
Yeah,
then
that's fair.
bonus action to ensure that Argrin can't get away. I'm going to try 2 things. 1, talking is a free action. Argrin, go back in your capsule.
Fuck off.
Worth a try.
Eat a big old bag of dicks.
And I'm going to grab my my amulet to Satine.
I'll give you 500,000 gold pieces if you... oh,
my
Oh,
ensure
there's some context there. That chat won't understand.
Never getting it.
going
Never
to,
will.
Channel Divinity with my bonus action Divine Sense. So it's 60 feet around me for the next 10 minutes. I know the location of any fiend, undead. or
There's a fiend
celestial.
just there, right there. In the middle of the fairy fire, there's a fiend right
Who would
there.
have guessed?
Yeah.
thinking-
Undead. Fiend, Fey, undead?
Yeah, Fiend, Fey, Undead. Now, it says not behind total cover, so anything that I can see. So even if there's other things invisible, just in case. And there was also the hope that maybe, if he's prepped this place, it does show desecrated objects or places. Has he put any infernal traps within 60 feet of me that I might see?
Not infernal traps, no. There's
Okay,
no,
that's
there's
fine.
no. It's not like a desecration that's occurred here to create these. No,
I
unfortunately.
wasn't sure
not.
if he's done some stuff that we saw Obsidian Foot doing with that sort of Vice's pentagram on the ground.
No,
that was
this is different. That's pretty high level devilish magic. This is not that. It looks like he's just set some very basic traps.
I'll call that to the group.
Yeah.
He won't be able to get away even if magic fails. I always have a bead on him. And that'll be the end of my turn.
What, some sort of stalker?
As he looks at you, Bart. Alrighty. Lyra.
All right. So first up,
Have you already popped Swampy?
yeah. Swampy and Shirley are already up because I did that right before the door.
Could you roll me D100, please?
Aw.
There's
dear.
been some
Time
changes to Swampy. 4. Lyra, as you summon Swampy, you watch as Swampy pulls itself free of your body. Again, looking a lot like an overgrown, fungused version of yourself as it pulls itself free.
Can we just like make a rule? Because like D100s, every time I think we roll like under a 10 like all the time. with
It's
D100s.
pretty phenomenal given that there's like, I mean, I guess there's a 50-50 chance, right? You either roll under a 10 or you don't. It's 50-50 chance.
It'd be good. If you spell divinities, would be fine. 'cause It's the lower
That's
the
a
better.
50-50
I
chance.
either get 100 or I get below 10.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
In between.
50-50 chance. You either do or you don't. It's that simple. That's it, right?
Sorry, not channel divine intervention. It was divine intervention. Lyra passed just now.
Unfortunately, it's not
Yeah, so-
divine intervention. Divine intervention. Is that what you seek? That's not what you're getting. Yeah. 4, as Swampy pulls itself free, again, looking a lot like Lyra. And as you look up at Swampy Lyra, you watch as it reaches down, gently like strokes your face, and then leans menacingly over you.
I affectionately pat it back. But when Ember hit Agrin with the fire, did he look like that 16 like did a lot of damage, or is it just kind of like lightly charred kind of thing?
I think his reaction, oh fuck, as he gets lit up, and then oh fuck, as he starts like trying to pat out the flames, is pretty spot on. It looks like it hurt,
cool.
but it's not. I mean, it's not like
not
he's.
super hurt.
Yeah, it looks like it hurt,
Not
and he
worried
was
about it.
surprised and a bit like shocked at suddenly being lit on fire twice. The first time not burning him, the second time, yes, burning him.
Well, in that case, I'm going to drop a 4th level moonbeam.
Yeah, that checks out. That checks out. As you and so summoning Moonbeam underground, I wonder, do you kind of like throw out a few spores on the roof, and as soon as they sprout, this like bioluminescent glow from the spores like blasts down? Is that kind of how? I wondered if maybe that, or like you throw it underneath their feet and it blasts up from under their feet.
Probably under
Yeah.
the feet, and it comes up like
Yeah.
a sort of a bunch of spores being released by a mushroom or whatever.
Marilyn Monroe of death.
Yeah. Oh no! As he gets like blasted by the fire. I really got Matt with that one, and Simon. Yes, got them both. Dave couldn't care less. Dave's like, nah, you've been funnier in the past. Not your cup of tea, Dave.
You just reminded me of a clip I saw on Instagram. I'll have to send it to the group. It's very
Yes.
funny.
I just
It's
hope
the
you.
baseline of expectation for you, Ro.
Yeah, that's fair. It's not a wheels barrow. As the moonbeam blasts up from underneath. Now, the moonbeam has changed. Let me just quickly remind myself. Moonbeam has changed
So it's
slightly.
when
It's
you
better
first
now.
cast it.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
My rolls, like
Yeah.
not above a 10.
I'll make a
D20.
con save. Oh fuck. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah, 40, 10, 8, 2, 1, and 9. Well, that's actually if you add that up, that's actually average roll. You got average roll for that. Because the maximum's 40, you got
40.
20. 40, 10, 40. Yeah. It's exactly half.
D10, yeah, sorry. I thought they were D20 for some reason. I got really confused. I'm doing this to myself.
20 of damage is amazing.
It's only
Yeah,
Ali
no.
could sit there and be like, oh fucking shit.
No, my brain thought that they were D20s. Don't worry.
Third level spell couldn't deal 80 damage.
Yeah. Oh, man. Why isn't every spell I cast blight? That is going to be a 16. What was your DC save? 15. No, okay. Sorry about that.
Damn it.
10 points of damages. It is radiant damage, though.
Yep,
Let me have a
it
look
is
at people.
radiant.
In case it matters or not, does Moonbeam still have the true form thing? Just in case
It's
he's
just that only if they succeed.
double fucking us? Oh, okay.
Yeah, if only they fail. I
He might
think.
be double agenting
Is the creature?
the form.
That is a shame. Yeah, it doesn't. You watch as the light, as you throw these spores down, this light and blast of spores come up. You look as the creatures are shy. I was like, who the fuck are you guys? Calm down, Jesus. We didn't say Jesus. Who the fuck are you guys? As he looks around, seemingly not quite ready for the shit that you're pulling, and now starting to potentially regret his choices. Anything else on your turn, Lyra?
No, I think I'm just sort of going to be like standing in this doorway just on the odd chance that he does try and push past us, and hoping that, hang on, am I still within? Maybe I'll take one step over that way.
Very fair. Awesome sauce. Next up is Agrin. You watch as the illusionary version of Agrin at the far end of the room vanishes. It is no longer visible. Oh wait, I just deleted his turn, didn't I? Let me bring him back and I'll put him back
No,
on.
it's still there, I think, isn't it?
Nah, that's all right. I'll put it back on. He was on a 6.
Still there,
I remember
too.
his turn. Oh, it is? Okay. That's so funny. It's disappeared from mine. That's right. I know where he is. I know he's on 6. Actually, if I do this and then this, is he still there? Nah, he's gone now. There you go.
Oh,
Put him
no, he's
back on.
gone.
Yeah. That's right. I'll put him back on. Super easy to do.
It's my turn now, right?
No, as it's Agrin and then the gibbering mouther. As the illusionary version of Agrin disappears, you watch as he looks around, sort of like sussing you guys out, seeing the moonbeam. You watch as he takes a few steps out of the way. Oh yeah, let's put a moonbeam down. I've got the animated token for moonbeam. What do we think about Ali? I think we did this last time, and it's absolutely fucking awesome, isn't it? Yeah, here we go. How big's your moonbeam?
Give me a second.
I think it's like
Forgot about the effect.
10 feet, right?
5?
5 feet.
Yeah, 5.
Okay.
I think it's shrunk
I feel like it has 2.
since
There you go. How's that? Oh, that looks so
Hell
good.
yeah.
He
Does it say
immediately.
5 feet radius?
Oh, if it's 5 foot radius, then
Uh,
it's double the size.
it's just the 5-foot cylinder looking symbol. I'm not sure if it's radius or.
That's right. We'll check that out later. I think it used to be
Oh, no, it is radius. It does say. Never mind.
so 10 feet wide. Perfect.
Yeah.
Centered on that point. Say, 5 feet in either direction. You watch as he like steps out of the moon. He's like, fuck that. Nah, you lot, fuck this. And he's going to run 5, 10, 15, 20. He is going to slam his hand down on a central button in the very center of this massive cylinder. And you watch as immediately tubes disconnect all around the outside of the top of the thing. As he turns around towards you and goes, see you later, bitches. And he tries to turn invisible, but is not able to because of your fairy fire. You watch as just a shimmering outline of him is in place as he looks down and goes, dicks. And then he's going to try and run over the other side of the room. 20. As the large chain. Actually, no. With that, he's actually going to move 5, 10, 15 over in the back corner as the large chamber begins to hiss and whir. And you watch as emerging from inside, a monstrous creature almost like slides forward and lands onto the ground right in front of this enormous chamber. The green goo pouring off it as it slowly begins to reach out a foot that slams down, and then tentacles begin to rise around it. I will put a picture in chat for you. Please enjoy.
Oh, great.
Everything trapped here have tentacles.
Why is this guy in a room with things with tentacles? This is weird.
That's a good question.
This is getting sus, man.
There you go.
He's like the only thing here that doesn't have tentacles.
Oh no, I've been here
Well,
for 3 weeks. Oh dear.
you like
What
the
a
art?
shame.
As the enormous creature slides down out of the chamber, landing on the floor with this dull thump before it slowly begins to rise up. And you watch as its enormous maw turns towards you. It lets out this monstrous roar, this trumpeting, and then it starts sprinting forwards towards Niles and Ember. That's going to be... Oh, no, sorry, it doesn't. Sorry, it's not its turn yet. Gibbering Mouther first. The Gibbering Mouther is going to turn towards Bartholomew. Crawl. It doesn't even need to. It's in the right spot. It's going to make a multi-attack against you. No, sorry. It's just going to bite you. It's just going to bite you.
Doesn't happen to be a fiend. Wait.
No,
It is
not a fiend. Not a fae, not a
It is
fiend.
Oh.
Okay.
That is going to be but a natural
is it an aberration?
fucking one. Yes, it is.
Disadvantage. Okay, never mind.
It's a natural one. I'll roll again with disadvantage because I want to get that bad roll out of the way. Let me roll again with disadvantage. That was a 4, so I'm really pleased I used those up. As it tries to bite you and fails, the Gibbering Mouth is unsuccessful. Then, at the end of the round, the Otuya, with a trumpeting roar, charges towards Niles and Ember. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Can easily get up in line with you guys. As it runs into position, letting out this braying attack, it's going to make a bite attack against you, Niles, a tentacle attack against you, Ember, and then we're going to see what it does after that. Niles, does a fucking finally 21 hit you?
Yes, it just hits.
Ember, how do you feel about an 18?
I am an 18.
Okay.
So-
Oh, wow. I just hit both of you.
Beats it.
Just
Meets it, beats it.
Oh no, that's bad.
Niles, for the bite attack, you are going to take 10 points
Hold on.
of piercing damage.
I'm not.
Okay. It's going to deflect.
I'm going to use a reaction to deflect attack.
Yes.
And try and block this attack.
Punch the lower jaw, stopping it biting into you.
Yep. Ooh. Yeah, actually.
You completely deflect
Nice.
it. I'm going to rule. So normally when you get hit with this bite attack, you also receive the poisoned condition. There's no con save. You immediately receive the poison condition. You aren't going to take that because none of the attack hits you. I'm going to rule that you're not poisoned. You like punch underneath the jaw as it goes to strike you, knocking it off balance. Ember, your damage is going to be 10 points of bludgeoning damage as this barbed tentacle slams into you, trying to almost knock you down. You are a medium or smaller creature.
Yes, I am.
You are,
yes.
you are grappled by the tentacle as it slams into you. The barbs and fleshy appendages grabbing onto your clothing and spining into your flesh as you are grappled by it. It's going to make another, with its second tentacle, it's going to make an attack against Niles, who managed to punch it in the chin. Niles does a 22. That hits. I know that hits. That's going to be 10 points of bludgeoning damage, and you two are grappled by the tentacle as it wraps up around you.
5 points of damage, and I'll take 5 myself.
Oh, because you've got the warding bond. Very nice.
And I still have 10 HP from the start of the day, so I'm fine.
And as the Otuya lets out a braying howl, having whipped both of you with its tentacles, lifting you kind of up into the air a little bit as it looks down the rest of the chamber at the other delicious morsels. That is where we're going to wrap up for tonight. We'll come back with the rest of that fight. Yeah, that's right. We'll come back with the rest of that fight next week. Yeah, make sure you mark off grappled. Awesome. Thank you so much, everybody. I hope you have enjoyed tonight's session. I have had a lot of fun. It's good to get the new DM's Monster Handbook out, the new monster.
This is a smart encounter to show off some stuff. A guy that collects just random
right
flesh.
yeah, for sure. And the best bit is I've still got another whole, like, there's still 5 more things on the D6 of stuff in tubes that.
Yeah, that's so cool, DM.
I'm so excited. One of them particularly I'm very excited by. Awesome. Thank you so much, everybody. It has been wonderful having you all here once again. I'll bring us across to the webcam so you can see our gorgeous faces even better. Thank you so much. For those of you watching on Twitch, don't go anywhere. We are going to go and raid a lovely friend of the channel. Tonight, that is going to be... Oh, there's a new category. Who's raided us in the past? Ooh. We could go raid Ultra Pissed. They're doing prep, though. Prep's not as fun as watching an actual session. Let's see who is up from our following category. None of our normal friends. We're going to have to go raid someone new. Let's go and raid... That's not in English. That's a replay. The Plot Hook. Looks like they're doing Waterdeep Dragon Heist. Oh, yeah, we know these guys. They've got the Ibis Aarakocra. Yeah, let's go. I'll get that raid going. For those of you watching on... I see the symbol, Dave, of a certain NVIDIA broadcaster. For those of you watching on YouTube or listening to the podcast, thank you so much. If you want to avoid the sounds of a gibbering mouth or haunting your dreams, the only way to do so is to hit the like button, the subscribe button, and ideally leave a comment. It's the only way to protect yourself from the gibbering mouther if you don't want it to come into your bedroom late at night and go right into your ear. Thank you so much. We will see you all next time. Until then, stay safe, stay well, stay away from the gibbering mouther. We'll see you all in the next episode. Goodbye, guys. See ya.
Bye.